Welcome back, students. Today we are going to recite a new poem. This is your poem number 2 and of it is class 10. The name of the poem is Fire and Ice and it is written by the poet Robert Frost. The same poet who has written the very first poem, that is Dust of Snow. So we are having only 2 stanzas in this poem containing 8 lines only, 4 in each line. So first I am going to read the poem for you, very easy to understand. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. But if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction, ice is also great and would suffice. That's it. So what the poet is expressing? The poet here is expressing the profound ideas that the world will end either in 2 ways. First is the fire, second is the ice. So here the poet has expressed the profound idea. What idea? He is expressing the profound idea that the world will end. Fine. The world would end either in 2 ways. Fine. It can be by fire or it can be by ice. Now let me tell you in advance only. Here the fire he is mentioning to be as the desires and ice is mentioned to be as hatred. Important thing. Both these components, fire and ice, both these components are compared with the self-destructing human emotions. Fine. Both these components are compared with self-destructing human emotions. And what emotions? Fire here stands for the desire and ice here stands for hatred. Now what poet is saying in the first stanza? Some say, one group of people, they are in the favor that they say that the world will end in fire. Means when the earth temperature will get heat up a lot and the earth will not be able to sustain the temperature, then the world is going to end in fire. There will be fire everywhere. But some are in the favor of ice also. From what I have tasted of desire, here fire is mentioned to be as the desire. One of the human quality is mentioned. Fine. So desire is that we want this, we want that. A lot of demanding from the human side, that we want to achieve everything. This desire of human being is going to extend the way it is extending as per minute. If it is going to extend like this only, then for sure this world will end because of the human self-destructing quality, that is the always demanding nature. Fine. I hold with those who favor fire. So here the poet is saying that okay, I am mentioning the thing that the world will end with fire, means a lot of desire. But if I had to perish twice, perish is die. Perish is die. But if the earth is supposed to die twice, then I think I know enough of it. Then the poet is saying that I know that there is lot of hatredness in the human beings, that they hate a lot of people in their life. That means here hatred refer to ice. Here hatred refer to ice. So if the earth is supposed to die twice, then I think I know a lot of hatred, this hatred emotion in human beings a lot. Then I say that the destruction will be because of ice also. And this destruction of ice is also great enough. It will be too sufficient. Now here ice only doesn't stand for hatredness. Like the fire stands for the desire, one of the emotion, and ice stands for the hatredness, one of the another emotion of human being. But I have already explained that fire can also be stated as when the earth temperature will heat up a lot. Fine, there will be a lot of global warming. Then the earth hand will be in the case you can say fire word is used. If I am referring to ice, means the earth is in the unstable state, not balanced, and the temperature is so chilled there that it's reached below 0 degree or in the negative. Fine. Then at the time we are going to refer it as to be as ice. So the only thing the poet wants to mention here is that the earth can end in either of the two ways, and these two ways are completely compared with the self-destructing human emotions. Fire is compared with the desire, never-ending desire, always demanding to need more and more. That is the quality of human being. And ice is mentioned to be as of the hated quality. Lot of literary devices are used here. So let us do the very first literary device. The first literary device is alliteration. Alliteration is when the two consecutive words, first letter is same. What is used? Favor, fire. F. Favor, fire. Okay. Alliteration. Fine. Now, one more we can say, that is personification. How personification? Personification is whenever we are giving the human qualities to the non-living. So yes, we are here mentioning self-destructing emotions. We are mentioning fire and desire. So for personification is used for fire and ice. Fine. These two human qualities are used. Next, in this we can have one more. Let me write it down here. One more we can have it, that is assonance. Assonance is whenever in a single line we have the vowel again and again. So that is assonance. And assonance you have already done in your previous poem also. So prominence of the vowel, like let me read for you. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. So here, if you're going to read the word some say the world will end in fire, then here O is repeated. Okay. So assonance literary device is also used. Enjambment is used. Again, you have done this in your previous poem also. Enjambment is used. Enjambment is without any punctuation mark. The poet is just keep writing this stanza. Fine. End in fire, no question mark, no full stop, no punctuation mark is used. Continue to the second line, then to the third verse, then to the fourth verse. So that is mentioned. So here the poem, very important message is given through the poem side, that the poem underpins the philosophy that we let our emotion rule us. We generally what we do, we let our emotions rule over us. Okay, that is what happens with us. And if we are not going to control that emotion, that surely we are going to destroy everything around us. That is what the poet wants to tell us. So we always need to control our emotions. If we are not going to do that, if we are going to let our emotions rule over us, then for sure we are going to destroy everything which is around us. That is the clear message the poet wants to tell us. This is the end of the poem. Kindly go through the NCERT question and do some MCQ. Prepare well for your term 1 exam, everyone. Thank you.